Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Students, how are you? Students, I hope you are well and spending a happy life in these difficult periods like as COVID-19. Students, we welcome all of you in our Farm Education Hub. Dear students, today we are going to learn the subject of basic cost accounting, in which we have a topic materials, costing and accounting. Students, before we start this problem to solve, firstly we have to know about the introduction of this topic. For this purpose, we have to move the introduction slide, which is here in front of you on your screen. Students, material costing. Dear students, firstly we should know about the costing of materials. What is the meaning of costing of materials? Costing means determining cost. Costing for material includes the study of different methods for computation of cost of receipts and issue of materials and costing of the returns. We have studied in previous lectures that cost accounting system applies perpetual inventory system and maintains material ledgers cards for contain running record for movements of materials and serve as subsidiary ledgers for materials control account. These cards are at the same time basic documents to assist us in costing for issues of materials and inventory. Fair and accurate materials costing is necessary because firstly materials are the largest component of production cost, and secondly it affects income statements as well as balance sheet. Now dear students, let's move to our main problem slide, materials, costing and accounting. Students, this is our main slide. This is the problem number 8.6, which is taken from the book of Professor Sohail Afzal. Material ledgers card. Students, this is a term material ledger card. What its meaning? We again to move our introduction slide to know about what is the meaning of material ledger cards. Students, formation of perpetual inventory cards mean material ledger card. The students, basically perpetual inventory cards has four main columns like as credit column, secondly units received oblique purchase column, thirdly units issued column, and fourth units balance columns. Now except date column, all other three columns have its more three sub columns with the same format like as number of units, cost per unit, and amount of these units. Dear friends, perpetual inventory cards has also its main title like as company name and subtitle like as method of costing, for example FIFO method, LIFO method, and average cost method. Students, this is the explanation about the formation of perpetual inventory cards. Now we again move our main slide again. Student, you are seeing the formation of storage cards in front of you on your screen. It has main four columns like as dated column, firstly unit received column, secondly unit issued column, thirdly and balance column, fourthly. Except date columns, you are seeing other three columns have their sub columns like as number of units, cost per unit, and amount. Student, this is the formation of store ledger card. Now we start to read our problem stepwise and pass the given transactions as per given date in this store ledger card. The first method is, in this problem we have to use the first method as a first in first order method here. Student, you are seeing following are inventory charge changes of certain materials during the month of March 2000 dash. Balance is given, balance means opening balance here, which is given as a 150 units kg, 150 kg as rate of rupees 6 per kg here. Now we will record this opening balance in our balance column as opening balance here, 150 units here as a opening balance here is recording as a rate of 6 per kg. This is the amount is 900 rupees as a cost amount about the 150 kg material. Students, this is the opening entry, opening balance entry. Now purchase means the material has purchased from supplier 3rd March 150 kg units, 150 kg materials is purchased. Now we record here 150 kg, the rate is 6.10. Students, this is a purchase card in unit receipt column. Now we record this inventory in our balance column here. Firstly, the previous inventory is 150 kg, 6 per rate, and the current inventory is 150 kg again. The rate is 6.10. Student, this is the inventory card which is maintained in our balance column here. Now students, assume 8th March 100 kg material is assured to production. Now we record this in unit assured column here. 100 kg material assured to production. Student, this is the FIFO method. Then we have to firstly take this material from the first lot here, 150 kg at the rate of ₹60 here, because FIFO mean first purchase is first out. Then ₹6 rate here. This is the record of material issued to production. Now we have to maintain again our record in inventory. Now when units are issued, the remaining balance is here, only 50 units here. 50 units here. The balance is ₹6. The rate is ₹6. Now the second purchase is 150 units. The rate is 6.10 here. So this is our inventory card. This material is existing in our storeroom at the current time. Now students, 12th March we again purchase 100 kg material as a 6.35 per unit per kg here. Now we again record our material purchase in units column here. 100 units or 100 kg material purchase. The rate is 6.35 here. Students, now we again record our inventory in balance column. Again 50 units, 50 kg as a per kg rate here, and the 150 kg material is 6.10 per rate here, and the current inventory which is purchased is 100 units. The rate is 6.35 here. Students, this is our inventory card which is existed in our storeroom. Now 18th March, return supplier 50 kg purchase on materials March 3rd. Dare purchase which is purchased on the date of 3rd March. The 50 kg material has been returned to supplier. Then we have to pass entry in unit receipt column in return form here. 50 units as a minus form because this is the return. The rate is 6.10. Now students, this is the return entry has been passed here. Now in our inventory card we have to record our inventory again. 50 units, 6 per kg here. The return is in this material has been done. Then remaining balance is here 100 kg. 100 kg, 6.10 here, and the third purchase is 100 units and the rate is 6.35 here. Students, this is our current inventory card which is recorded in the balance column in front of you. Now 24th March, 150 units, 150 kg materials issued to production. Now you are seeing in our first purchase we have only 50 units. We take firstly these units here, 50 units. The rate is 6. Remaining 100 units has been taken from the second purchase. 100 units here, 100 units here, and the rate is 6.10. Students, now we have a current inventory card is only 100 units here, 100 units here. 100 units here only. The radius 6.35 here. Student, this is our assured until has been recorded. Now 26 March, return to storeroom 30 kg. Students, now you have to understand here clearly that material which is assured ending time, which material is returned from production to storeroom here. So then the 100 units 100 kg material is assured. In last time we have to take 30 units 30 kg materials in these materials here. Now $30 units material here. In minus form here 30 units, 30 kg 30 kg material is minus form here. The rate is 6.10. The inventory record is here again 30 units which are returned to production from storeroom here. The rate is 6.10 here. And the next our inventory is 100 units, the rate is 6.35 here, student. Now 30th March, 50 kg materials are assured to production. Now you are seeing here we have 30 kg units at the rate of 6.10. First we have to take this material 30 units, 30 kg here, 30 kg here. The rate is 6.10. The remaining balance is 20 kg which is received from the 100 kg materials here, 20 kg here. The rate is 6.35. The remaining balance is 80 units. The rate is 6.35 here. Students, this is our closing inventory as 80 kg materials. The rate is 6.35. The amount is 508 here. Students, now in verification we have opening balance here 900 unit at 900 rupees. Cost 900 rupees here. The purchasing cost is 1,245 rupees here. The sum up is material available for use 2,145 rupees here. The unit consume cost is 1,637 rupees here. The balance is closing material balance is 508, which is matched from this balance. Student, it's mean that we have solved this question, this problems 100% accurately. Student, this is the FIFO method. This is the FIFO method, first in first out method, which has been solved in front of you on your screen. Now we will move the second method as a last in first order method here. The question is same, but the method is different here. Student, this is the second method, last in first out method. Before we solve this problem with the help of this method, we have to know what is the meaning of last in first out method. For this purpose, we have to move again our introduction slide. Friends, last in first out method, the abbreviation is LIFO. L stands for last, I stand for in, F stands for first, and O stands for out. Last in, first out. The principle as to flow of course followed by last in first out method is opposite to that of FIFO method. LIFO assumes the last cost received in stores is the first cost that goes out from stores. Cost of materials is charged to production in the reverse order of purchases. The later cost recorded in materials ledgers cards are used for cost materials acquisition and this is composed of units received earlier. This is a explanation about the last in first out method here. Now we again move our first main slide here. Friends, the question is same, but the method is different in this problem. Friends, balance overbalance is 150 kg materials as it would be 6 per kg here. Now we have to record this opening balance in balance column here. 150 units 6 here. Now 3rd March the material is purchased 150 units, the rate is 6.10 here. Now we record our whole inventory 150 units, our 150 kg materials 6 per kg, and the current inventory is 150 units, materials is 6.10 per kg here. Now students, in 8th March 100 kg material is assured to production. Now this is the LIFO method, last in first out. Our last purchase is 150 kg, then we have to take 100 kg from this because this is the last purchase, and first out here 100 kg pick out from 150 units which is last. The rate is 6.10 here. The remaining inventory balance is 150 units as a 6 rupees, but here our remaining balance is only 50 kg material here at 6.10 here. Student, this is the entry against material issued to production. Now 12 March again we purchase 100 kg materials at the rate of 6.35 here. 100 kg material purchase, the rate is 6.35 here. Now we again record our inventory 150 6 per kg, 50 6.10 kg, and 100 kg 6.35 per kg here. Now friends, this is our current inventory which is kept in our storeroom. Now 18th March return to suppliers 50 kg purchased on which is purchased on March 3rd. On March 3rd, this material is returned to supplier because March 3rd this material is purchased at rate of 6.10. Now we have to only 50 kg materials which is returned to supplier in 18th March here. Now we minus 50 kg materials at 86.10 here. Now we current inventory card is again 150 and 6 per kg, and the 100 kg 6.3.5 per kg here. Student, this is the method to record the returns which is done on the behalf of supplier here. Now students, 21st March we issued 150 kg materials to production. Now you are looking in our balance column, we have last purchase which is in which we have only 100 kg materials. Now firstly we will take 100 kg material from last purchase and the remaining balance 50 kg from the previous purchase here. Now 100 kg kg material received from last purchase 6.35. The remaining balance is 150 kg which is received from the first purchase 6 per unit here. The remaining balance is 100 units. The rate is 6.6 here. Student, you are seeing this. We are using the LIFO method, last in first out. Last purchase is going to first out here. Now 26 March, turn to storeroom 30 kg. Now you are seeing here again the last material which is sent to production is 50 kg. We have to take 30 kg from it as a return to storeroom. Minus 30, the rate is 6. Now the both rates are same. Now we add up 100 plus 30 here, 130 units kg here, the rate is 6 here again. Now students, assured 30 mark 50 kg. Now students, on 30th March 50 kg material is assured to production. Now we take 50 kg materials from our inventory, 50 kg, the rate is 6 here, the billing balance is 80, the rate is 6 here. Student, this is our problems which has been solved by the method of LIFO. Now we can see in our verification whether our problem is accurate or no. You are looking here the closing materials, that the closing inventory amount is 480 rupees here, and also the closing materials inventory is also 480 rupees here. It's mean that we have solved this problem 100% accurately. Students, this is the LIFO method. Now we again solve this problem with the help of average costing method. For this we have to move our third slide. is a slide. Again, the method of moving average method. Students, the question is same, but the method is different. Now, firstly, we explain about the meaning of moving average method. For this purpose, we have to move again our introduction slide. Students, average cost method. The abbreviation is ACM. This is also said as a moving average method, MAM. Average cost method follows the concept of total stock and total revenue. The weight average units cost is used for costing materials, requisitions and charging cost of materials to production. The balance on hand is also composed of units valued at the weighted average cost. Weighted average unit is computed by dividing total units of the item into their total cost. The basic formula about this method is weighted average unit cost is equal to total cost of the item divided by total units of the item. In this method, the average units is composed after every receipt of materials and used for costing that is assured till the next purchase is made. Student, this is the introduction about the average cost method. Now we again move our main slide. Student, this is our main slide. The method is used as a moving average method. In this problem, the question is same, the method is different here. Now we start again. The opening balance is 150 units. The rate is 6 here. This is the opening inventory our materials here. 3rd March we are purchased 150 kg materials. The rate is 6.10 here. Student, at this point you have to look carefully here. How can we find every cost value per unit here? Firstly, we have to add up the total cost, previous cost and the current cost here. This is the total cost. The total cost is 900 plus current cost is here. This is the total cost of materials, 1850 rupees here. Now we add the total units here again. 150 units plus 150 units here. These are the 300 kg materials here. Now the per average cost is total cost divided by total materials cost. Student, this is the 6.05. This is our moving average cost. Now 8th March we issued 100 units, 100 kg materials. The rate is same here. This. The remaining balance is here 200 kg materials. The rate same here again. Friends, this is our inventory record as a moving average method here. Now 12 March we again purchase 100 kg materials. 100 kg materials. The rate is 6.35 here. Now we again find out the new average cost here, because we have received new receipt here in the form of purchase. we again add total cost and the total materials cost, total quantity of materials here 100 plus 100. These are the 300 kg materials. Now the per average cost here, total cost divided by total materials in kg, 6.15 is the moving average rate. Again we have to find here. Now 18th March, return to supplier, 50 kg purchase on 50 kg purchased on March 3rd. Now we return to supplier 50 kg, the rate is 6.10 here, the remaining is 250 kg here, the rate is same here again 6.550. Students, this is the return. Now we have to take here sign minus here. Students, this is our inventory which is kept in our storeroom. 250 kg materials at the average rate, average rate is 6.15 here. Students, here you are looking again carefully here. The total amount is here. To find in this pattern, 1845 is the previous balance. The amount which is deducted from 305, the remaining balance is 15 and 1540 rupees here. Now we find here correct value minus now we find the per unit value here. This is the average rate per unit 6.16 here. Now we will use this rate in next time. 24th March, 150 units are assured. The rate is the same here, this. Now the remaining balance is 100 units. 100 units. The rate is same here again. Now students, this is our ending inventory record. 26 March, return to storeroom 30 kg. Minus 30 kg is returned to storeroom. Again the rate is same. The rate is same here. We have to add up here the 30 kg again. The rate is same here again. Students, 30th March we again purchase. 30th March we issue 30 units, 50 units. Now we take 30 units from here and 20 units from 120 units here. Again 30 units, the rate is 6 point, sorry, and the 20 units here, the rate same here again. Students, the balance is 80 units, 80 kg materials, and the rate is same here again. Student, this is the method which is applied in this problem to find out the closing inventory of the material. Student, this is the method in which we have to find out the our requirement as a closing cost of closing inventory, which is 493 rupees here. Students, here is mistake. We do mistake here. The mistake is accurate here. Now, students, you are looking, our closing inventory balance is 493 rupees and on 493 rupees, 492.80 rupees are the same. Students, I hope you understand and learn about these problems clearly. If you have any doubts and difficulties in these problems, please connect me in my channel's comments box and explain your problem. I can my best to remove your problems. Students, I think if you learn these problems clearly, please subscribe my channel and like my video. Thanks. Allah Hafiz. Take care.